This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, September 14th. I am Tori here with Al.
Yes.
Stephanie joins us from home.
My girl.
Stephanie, Al, I want to just take this opportunity to say welcome to our 4th year, DBL.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! I'm so excited. There's 2 people in the studio, so I appreciate those claps. We've had a wonderful run, and we can't wait to welcome new viewers. And please know it's an interactive show where we like to hear from you, so your voice is wanted. Now, as you may have heard, speaking of wanted, oh, that's terrible. Chris Evans accidentally shared a nude photo on Instagram over the weekend. The Captain America actor posted a video of some friends playing a game, which ended with a shot of his camera roll, okay? Which inside of that included a nude picture. The video was quickly deleted. Now, Chris's brother made fun of the mishap, tweeting, "Was off social media for the day yesterday, so what did I miss?" Some fans were sympathetic, posting pics of Chris and his dog rather than sharing a screenshot of the image. But actress Kat Dennings tweeted, "The public respect for Chris Evans' privacy and feelings is wonderful. Wouldn't it be nice if it extended to women when this kind of thing happens?" Chills. Didn't even think about it until I was in the middle of that tweet. Stephanie, you're nodding. Tell me what you're thinking.
Oh my gosh, well, first of all, this is the most tragic mishap that can happen to literally any single one of us. And this is a good reminder, you know, to make sure whenever you're posting anything, double check everything you post if a saucy photo is your deal. Now, luckily, and I'm gonna say thank you to sweet baby Jesus, this hasn't happened to me, and it's the kind of thing that definitely would. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. But you know what also? Chrissy Teigen did come to Chris's defense, and she said, you know, similar things have, you know, happened to her, and sometimes people on, if you use WhatsApp and the app, you know, the photos that people send do automatically save to your camera roll unless you change those settings. So it could have actually been a picture of someone else. I mean, I know me and my girlfriend's always taking pictures of like, what do you think of this and this, and sometimes there's a bit too much revealed that we wouldn't want other people to see, but it's amongst girlfriends, so it might not have been him is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I wish women were afforded the same luxury.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, and to be very honest with you, I'm embarrassed I didn't think about that, Al. I'm really embarrassed.
I think that's the thing, and I think this is a lot more common than you think.
I mean, that's...
Because, now granted, everybody isn't Chris Evans. Only one person's Chris Evans, but I think a lot of people don't really know where things go and where they are saved.
Like, what's the cloud?
Like, yes, for example, the cloud, I've had people that have had a very healthy relationship with their spouse, and they kept it spicy by sending each other photos, but not realizing that those photos also go to the family iPad.
Yeah, that's not
and
good.
things like that. So I'm just saying, if you are going to send those photos, and I am all for you sending those photos, be as free or as whatever you want to be, but just understand where they go, and it's not just your phone.
Yeah.
There's a thing called the cloud. Where is it? I don't know.
We don't know.
But sometimes it ends up on your iPad that your kid learns the ABCs on.
Wow,
so,
that seems personal.
Fix that.
Okay, cool. Also, I just want to say, well done for Kat Dennings for showing even me that I hadn't thought of that double standard, and I'm glad that we brought that up. Well, in another epic showdown, Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight went head-to-head in a versus battle online. In the 3-hour duel, I love when she kicked her shoes off. Patti and Gladys traded off performing their hits like Midnight Train to Georgia, If You Ask Me To, and Lady Marmalade. Now, at one point, Patti, she hits that high note, singing Over the Rainbow, and she kicks off one of those shoes, one of her signature moves, right? She does it also called the wing flap when she does this with her arms right after. The big surprise, though, was when, Dionne Warwick joined the ladies at the end. Watch this.
Good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. That's the truth.
I always felt like I was supposed to be like related to Patti LaBelle. Like the woo! like that kind of thing. Like that is, I feel like so much Patti LaBelle in me. What do you think, Al?
Well, I have a soft spot in my heart for Patti LaBelle because my favorite aunt, my Aunt Phyllis, my second, tied. I have an Aunt Valerie too. I almost got in trouble. Shout out to Cleveland. But my Aunt Phyllis looks so much like Patti LaBelle that people thought that she was Patti LaBelle, especially at a certain time in their lives. So yeah, it's very weird. But I do respect this versus battle, and I want to hear the viewer's opinion because they sang live.
Yeah.
Rappers and everybody have done this, but they're kind of just playing their songs and bobbing their heads to their own songs. They are singing.
Yeah, they are singing.
And they were getting after it. No background singers, no dance. So I'm
no warm up, no nothing. Steph, Oprah did this and it kind of passed the mic at one point. Would you ever be into doing a versus battle, and what would be your talent? Could you freestyle? No, she wouldn't.
Oh, Lord, would you want me to?
Kind of.
Have you heard my voice in a very just nonchalant talking manner? You think anything good can come out when I put a bit more emphasis behind it? Jeez, I mean,
do.
Maybe if it was a battle of cartoon character voices, I might stand a chance of winning. But otherwise, unless you want every piece of glass to smash in your house, I'm going to say not for me on this one. But the women did an amazing job.
They sure did.
Say no. You know where your capabilities lie.
Oh,
yeah, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
What the kids say.
That's right. Stay in my lane.
Whew. Well, I want to get to this story because it's really interesting. Some politicians are weighing in now over a controversial French film on Netflix. You guys might have heard of this. The American version is called Cuties, and it tells the story of an 11-year-old girl who rebels against her parents and joins a free-spirited dance crew. Her family is Muslim and quite conservative. But the film has been under fire over claims that it has over-sexualized young girls. Texas Senator Ted Cruz wants Netflix to pull the movie and is asking the Justice Department to investigate whether the filmmakers violated federal laws against producing and distributing child pornography. I can't tell you how major that is, and I mean, that's a big claim to make. And former Democratic presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard also says the film, quote, whets the appetites of pedophiles and helps fuel the child sex trafficking trade. Okay, I've done a little research on this film that's won many awards, and it is really about the tension between Muslim and covering yourself and young girls and wanting to go too far and the over-sexualization of that. There's almost a subtext to it, Al. Are they totally missing the point?
Well, you know, subtext is as subtext goes, and what I mean by that is it's subtext if you pick it up. But if you don't get it, you just feel like
I don't think they've seen it.
You just think, you just think that you're looking at a film that's over-sexualizing girls, children. Let's use that word. So I think that, you know, when you have a show, when you have a movie that's based on nuance, you are almost guaranteed to get pushback from people that don't see it. And from the clips that I saw as a father of a young lady that is that age, I mean, I didn't want to touch my phone. So I understand why people aren't feeling this, but I do understand that we do need to bring light to the subject of child over-sexualization. That is an important thing, and we can't turn a blind eye to it.
But I think if you actually saw the whole film, that's what this movie's about. What's interesting is everyone is seeing this one clip in which she is doing a really, I agree with you, it is uncomfortable for me, Steph. But I think there's more to this film, and it's people like Ted Cruz speaking out. I don't think they've seen it. Does that make sense?
Of course. So I'm going to be very clear here. I have not seen this movie. So this is coming based off, obviously, the conversation that we're having, the context of which I know that Tori has watched this and she's given her opinion, and I trust her massively on that. But I also, every morning, and when we talk about what stories we're going to be talking about on the show, we get sent clips or information so we can research. Now, there was a clip which we haven't played on the show. I believe we can get it cleared. But there's 4 young girls that are performing a very overly sexy dance to a crowd, and they're being judged. It's some sort of dance competition, and I thought, okay, I'll watch a minute of this, but I was literally kind of horrified. I felt really uncomfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable if that was a little sister, a niece, a child's friend, I don't know. And all that was going through my mind is also, I know the context of the movie and what they're trying to say and promote, but it scares me that people obviously that do have ulterior motives and feelings towards children and pedophiles have access to that. I don't want anything that can encourage anything like that, or like you said, child trafficking. I don't know. I'm torn, I'm conflicted, because I feel like the story's so important, but even upon watching it, I felt so uncomfortable.
I mean,
and I felt uncomfortable that those girls learned that.
Right, but
I feel uncomfortable that those little children learned that,
right.
you know?
But if
they
you see,
they performed it.
Right.
I don't know.
But if you see one scene from like Taxi Driver or Scarface, and it's just someone blowing someone up, or Jodie Foster at 15 being a prostitute, you would think that whole thing and movie is over-sexualized. I think it's important to see context here for someone who speaks up for the First Amendment rights. You can't just call something out to be censored when you haven't seen it, in my opinion. But I really appreciate that conversation. Let us know what you guys think. Steph, stick around. Coming up on DBL, you feeling lucky? We're launching our Daytime Emmys gift bag giveaway, Swag the Stars Take Home. Plus, it's the world's toughest race, where only the strong survive. Meet a woman who has what it takes to put it all on the line. And as we kick off our 4th year of DBL, we're doing it in a way we never expected, with the majority of the staff working from home. We can't thank them enough. We'll be right back.
My shift is done.
Eco Challenge Fiji isn't for everyone. I tried. I didn't make it in. In Amazon's Prime's new 10-part series, teams from around the world race 24 hours around the clock for several days straight, trekking through jungles, oceans, and mountains, battling the elements and their drive to finish the race alive. And one 40-year-old mom decided to give it a go for the first time. Well, Jeff spoke to Sonia Wick earlier in today's DBL Spotlight.
671 kilometers.
Oh my God.
And it is
so hard.
Brutal.
Sonia Wick, thank you so much for joining us here on DBL. Now, you trekked more than 400 miles in 10 days through ocean, jungle, mountains. It seems absolutely grueling. What made you want to do the world's toughest race?
Ooh, well, I had watched Eco Challenge when I was a young girl, and when they put out this version of the race, they said that it was the race that eats Iron Man for breakfast. And that's my background, is as an Ironman athlete, and so I just felt called out.
Now, Sonia, in the second episode, we see you experience a panic attack, is what I think I would call it.
It's so hard.
Have you ever experienced anything like that before?
Yeah, I have a history of panic attacks, debilitating panic attacks, and in episode 2, I got really hot and really behind on my hydration and my nutrition, being responsible for the navigation of the team and also the steering of our boat. I neglected my self-care and I got really behind. So as we pulled into that checkpoint, I was really low and I had to figure out where we were going, and I wasn't really functioning, and I had kind of just less a panic attack and more just kind of a total meltdown. I don't know.
That brings me to my next question. I was on Amazing Race, so I know the feeling of the adrenaline. Trust me, nothing like World's Toughest Race at all. How do you put yourself together mentally after something like that happens? Because that's part of the challenge, being there physically as well as mentally.
It's a team race, so the teamwork aspect of it is really important. And when you get down, luckily we had James Lawrence on our team who's great with mindset, and he reminded me over and over and over again that you have to change your thoughts. You have to be aware of the negative thoughts that you're having, and you have to find ways to transform those into maybe not positive thoughts, but at least neutral thoughts that aren't going to drag you down.
How did you take what you've learned from your experience in World's Toughest Race into your real world experiences right now?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think one thing I learned in the race is that you have to embrace what is right now in the moment and work on what you can control in this moment. If you're pushing your bike through shin-deep mud, it doesn't matter the navigational mistake that you made 10 hours ago. It doesn't matter the whitewater rafting section that you're scared to death about that's coming up. All that matters right now is the mud and how you process and conceptualize the mud. And I think that's really the lesson that I've been able to take through these darker, harder times, is that you have to work the day you're in.
I know when I'm out here, there's no reason not to believe that I am capable.
I love it. I love it. Sonia, thank you so much for joining Daily Blast Live today. I love hearing your experiences.
Thank you for having me. It's been an honor.
If you guys want to see Sonia in action, catch the World's Toughest Race Eco Challenge Fiji on Amazon Prime. Thanks, Sonia. We'll be right back, everybody.
We all know that movement is like
Welcome back to DBL.
Why am I sitting like this?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just.
Do you feel like the captain?
I do. Okay, sorry.
Welcome back to DBL. Unwinding and relaxing seem impossible to do these days, but we want to help you. Al, it's your line.
Okay, we're giving away thousands of dollars in luxury goods. Here's our girl, Stephanie Jones, with the details on the Daytime Emmys gift bag giveaway.
Woo!
I'm so excited because right now I've got the official gift bag for the Daytime Emmy Awards. All of these fabulous luxury products that you see were this year's party favors given to Hollywood stars and guests. Altogether, it's worth more than $5,000, and there's someone watching right now who will be taking this lot off my hands. I wish I had enough time to show you every single amazing product, but I can give you a quick taste, like you have to see this cordless hairdryer. That's right, I said it is cordless, so getting ready is no longer a hassle. Now that you can move about while drying your hair, I mean, seriously, just imagine the freedom. Amazing. Now, speaking of getting ready, maybe your brows need a little bit of TLC. I mean, it's okay to admit it's been quite the year. Well, this Hollywood brow kit is here to help. You don't have to be afraid of doing Zoom meetings anymore now that you can whip your brows back into shape with the Bombshell Brow Kit. Enough about going out. Let's talk about staying at home in luxury. Being stuck at home is always better in a bathrobe, and even better when the robe is 5-star resort quality. Forget about the sweats, it is time to upgrade. And to complete your ultimate lounge day, look at this, 100% silk eye masks and pillowcases. You'll just be so comfortable, you might just sleep through the rest of 2020. Lucky you. And there's something else to make your sleep that much more relaxing, a Young Living essential oil diffuser, and it even includes a set of essential oils too. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. I didn't even get to the headphones, designer face masks, delicious vegan snacks, and well, also my favorite, the vlogging kit. We're talking a ring light, microphone stand, smartphone stand. I mean, this is gonna make online meetings a breeze. I want all of this and so much more to be yours. So here is what you've got to do. Send a video to us on social media or at info@dailyblastlive and tell us about your quarantine. How has your life changed? Have you got any new hobbies, or are there any plans that you had to cancel this year? And what are you looking forward to most once the pandemic is over? On Friday, September the 25th, DBL will randomly be selecting one viewer to be the new owner of the official Daytime Emmys gift bag. So, what are you waiting for? That's it for now. I'll be back when we have a winner, and back to you guys.
Okay, the vlogging kit
That's
is
it.
brilliant.
You stole my answer. That's the best one.
It's what you want it all together, and I want to start it, but I don't know how to get all the stuff. Steph, what do you want? You were amongst all the items.
Oh my gosh, this was like beyond every Christmas and birthday that I've ever experienced in my life. Whichever one of you lot get to take this stuff home, you and your family are going to be living like kings and queens. There's vacations, there's wine, there's candles, there's feel-good stuff, bathrobes, there's, oh my gosh, there's just so much. The list is endless. It's like the ultimate pamper package for you and your family. Get entering. It's so easy. You guys can do it.
Okay.
Get entering now.
I'll start entering because I already have. I'm just kidding. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
the bladder control.
involved with DBL and started watching it. Some people, like Gabriel Garcia says, I started watching DBL since its inception on TV, so thank you so much for being there the whole way. Christina Adams says, 1 year ago, this became a part of my life.
Ooh.
And I love that that's how she said it. And finally, Michael said, late first season, I wanted to find out if the two crazy blondes were really crazy. We had a segment about that, and it turned out we were crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't do that segment.
That's exactly right. Have you anything to say about 4 years, Steph?
Oh my gosh, I'm just so honored to be part of the team. This is going into my 3rd year, and you guys have made it so amazing. The show's awesome. Everyone watch every day.
Yes,
Never don't
Ellen,
watch.
honored to be here with you. DBL's new every day. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.